and let's start streaming. Whoa, the first ever stream on Young Reach. Let's absolutely do this. Let's check the quality and see how we're doing. It says we're excellent, which is great. Let's edit the title. Um, First stream. Love it. First stream, gaming, news, and more. We talk gaming news and play a game made by one person. Let's freaking go. Save it. There we go. All right. So look at this, guys. The stream is live. We've been live for a minute. I love it. Um, Everything looks good to go. Category for sure should be gaming. That would definitely make sense. We'll save that there. We can create a highlight video from this. That's cool. Man, I love how all of this is set up. Got the IRL or the URL. Stream is healthy. Love it. All right. We are all set. And our first ever live stream. Absolutely love that. Make sure nothing's on the screen here, so we'll just keep that stream health page up, which is great. And we are good to go. So, a few things to cover in this video, certainly. As I said, we'll kind of discuss some gaming news, some games that are coming out, some games that have already come out, and then we're also going to jump into a game that I'm almost certain was made by one person and doesn't look terrible. It's a sports game. So bear with me there. I'm getting my sports fix in, but this game popped up my feed and I was kind of shocked by it. So we're going to see how all of that plays out today. But the first thing to discuss today is this little game called Mixtape. So as you can see, this overview 9 of 10 on Steam, 10 of 10 on IGN, and 4.9 out of 5 on PlayStation. So it's on Xbox Game Pass currently, which is great. But this is an indie game which is doing absolutely crazy. Now, this isn't necessarily my type of game by any means, I would say. Um, this stylization, the gameplay, like I don't necessarily think this is a game that I would play. But this game is doing absolute numbers. I mean, look at this. Make out, sneak out, hang out on their last night together. Three friends embark on one final adventure, play through a mixtape of memories set to the soundtrack of a generation. So, I mean, they use real, legit, like music in this game, like actual copyrighted stuff. So if you're a streamer, just watch out there. But apparently, it's been absolutely incredible. And so the biggest thing that I want to push here is that, this is clearly, or this is not a triple A developer. Like it's an indie game, right? Like we get that. Okay. Um, and so, but this game is amazing. And so I just in this kind of transformation that I've gone through from sports gamer or whatever to now this, I want everybody to keep an open mind. For me, I know that this game is one of those games that I would buy because of the hype, and then I would stop playing, you know, I may would get an hour, and now it's a short playthrough, like only like 3 hours, but just not my type of game, but it looks good. I think it's gonna meet a certain type of audience. Uh, and, it's it is a, you know, indie made game. So 1,000 players right now. What's crazy is this is the peak. Like, this is it. And I mean, this game, at least in my circles, um, look at this. 32,000 Twitch viewers. Like in my circles, this game has been pushed and pushed and pushed. But I think that this right here just shows you even more so of the reality that games like this, even when people push them, still do significantly way less than, you know, any other really uh game that maybe would even be sold, um by a AAA person. So here's the review thread here on Reddit. See anything big that we see here? Um I don't know, man. I mean, I was really hoping that'd be crazy. I mean, it's definitely has a favorable score, obviously. Um, I mean, IGN gives it a 100, which is crazy. Here's some user reviews. Like, there's no game, it's all cutscenes, Okay, I get it. Mixtape is the greatest hits of gameplay, storytelling, music, and animation. It's a true work of art that would be a crime not to experience. Across its short runtime, Mixtape makes a deep impact. As much as it's about the story of three friends trying to savor their last moments together, it also speaks to the great promise of growing up and how wide open, beautiful, and terrifying the world once seemed to be. So, lots of 100s there. I mean, even so on PC, which isn't necessarily shocking to see this game get, these scores on PC. You know, what's just interesting is like, I've seen this game, like I said, get pushed and pushed and pushed, and to only see it get 1,000 viewers like that on or 1,000 players um on Steam is kind of crazy, honestly. Like, you know what? Um, but I mean, like I said, that's just kind of the reality of AAA games versus, non AAA games. Here we go. It's on sale. It's literally $18 right now. Um, which is kind of crazy. But hey, man, this is your kind of game. Play it. I'm sure you'll love it. I mean, just with everything this game has going for it, I think it's a game that you definitely should try. And then kind of go from there. So, moving on now, the game that we are currently playing through, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It's been a great playthrough so far. We've only played this game for 3.8 hours. So, I think this game I've seen on YouTube runs depending like 15 to 20 hours. I've seen stuff like this that are like 11 hours, whatever. But it's been a great game so far. Obviously, this game came out in 2024, so don't want to spend too much time talking about it here. But the point of this game, really just a channel conversation, is to carry us over to this game, Lego Batman and the Legacy of the Dark Knight. Comes out May 22nd. I believe I bought the deluxe edition, so I get it on May 19th. But yeah, this game looks absolutely incredible. As okay, Batman is my favorite superhero, vigilante, whatever. I mean, look at my profile here. My picture is literally Batman. So that's been a thing for a few years now. Love the Dark Knight trilogy. You get it. Batman's awesome. And so, I've known this game is coming out for a while now, certainly, but it's like really close to being released. And so, I was like, oh wow, it's like literally almost here, which is absolutely fantastic. It definitely kind of snuck up on me, but the reality is this game is going to be insane. You know, just watching even the behind the scenes video that they posted on the channel, and the devs just talking about how it's one narrative story that they've somehow managed to put together, but they take bits and pieces from all the different eras of Batman and then create, one story from all these different eras of Batman. So, as a Batman fan who's seen most of the movies, it's going to be cool to kind of pick out, where they're picking from and all these movies and stuff like that. So, this game's going to be a massive playthrough. It was confirmed though that the main story is around 11 hours, which is, of course, on the shorter end of games like this, kind of. Obviously, it's made for kids, so nothing crazy there, in my opinion, in terms of like it being 11 hours. But the overall completion of the game, if you collect all the bat suits and all of the Batmobiles, stuff like that, it's going to be close to 50 hours. So that's a big difference. And that really clued me into the fact that they probably spent a ton of time on the open world. Like, sure, I'm hopeful that all the levels are going to be great, and like a good Lego level video game. But the open world, the Batcave, I think that's where a lot of their time and effort went into. And I think I appreciate that because we've gotten Lego Batman games before. And, I think what this game is doing, just in general, with the story is going to be different, but having the open world, having all these collectibles that, takes supposedly 50 hours to complete, I think that's where the longevity is gonna come in this game. Most Lego games you pick up, you play for a week, and then that's it. You never touch that Lego game again because you finished all the levels. And while, yes, there's collectibles and there's, trophies, whatever, you have to go in and play through the levels again that you played through 10 times to, you know, for example, getting Jedi, whatever, True Jedi in Lego Star Wars or something like that. You have to go through the levels. And so for this game having the open world to hopefully have some of those collectibles in, I think boost this game's playability, tenfold, especially for adults like us who are probably going to be playing this game um, a lot. So that game is coming out very, very soon. One more game after that that we will also be covering on this channel is going to be 007. Now, this game's gonna be an interesting one for us here on this channel, and specifically for me, because I've never played a Hitman game before. Now, I know, this game, for the most part, has been compared to, its Uncharted mixed with Hitman, and I think we see that comparison because this is made by the Hitman developer, of course, but they're definitely adding cinematics to this. So big cinematics, big scenes that you can come to expect in a, James Bond 007 type movie. But it's still gonna have the Hitman gameplay for the most part. And so I think the most stealth-oriented game I've ever played was, like, Splinter Cell: Blacklist, and that game was extremely linear from what I remember. And from what I know now, this game Hitman games have numerous, numerous different ways you can complete a level. You can walk through it, you can go this way, that way, you can go through silent, you can go through loud if you want to, like, there's all kinds of ways you can kinda take when it comes to a Hitman-esque game. And so I am pumped to kind of go into a brand new game. And that's what's so cool about, branching out into a new game category or a new game style is that I've never played a game like this specifically before ever. Even walking through Indiana Jones right now, I've played games like that before, right? Indiana Jones is very, very similar, in my opinion, to an Uncharted game. There's puzzles, there's some combat, it's a lot of stealth. And a big part of the game is, thinking through puzzles that unlock the next room that, kind of progress the story along, big cutscene moments, stuff like that. And so I think I'm looking forward to this game because we're getting the payoff of those big cutscene cinematic moments while also having extremely thoughtful level design and great gameplay. And so I think combining those together is going to create a fantastic game that we're going to play through here on this channel after we get through Lego Batman. Excuse me, for the rest of the time on our video or our live stream today, I do want to focus on a sports game, and that game is Gridiron Masters 98. So, from what I understand, this football simulation game is made by one person. I could be completely wrong. He only has 1.3 K subscribers. I mean, more than us, obviously, duh. But just very, very interesting. We're gonna kind of watch this devlog briefly, and then we will actually get into the game, which dropped early access recently. So let's watch this and see what's up with it.
Historic NFL prime time. Jimmy welcomes the boys over to his new house, but will old friend Dan Marino be there to greet them? John Elway leads his Broncos against a familiar foe with first place on the line.
There is something indescribable about football in the 90s. I don't even remember watching any games when they originally aired. The earliest I can remember is the 2000 Independence Bowl between Texas A&M and Mississippi State. Back then, it was just on TV. But now, looking back, there is a certain warm and comforting feeling I get as I watch those old games recorded on VHS and other sports networks. Watching those old broadcasts those were fun, but I want something different. I don't want the conventional football game of the last 20 years. I don't want a Madden clone. I want something deep, something explorable, something replayable, something unpredictable, something strategic, and something with an aesthetic, a setting. Enter Gridiron Masters 98, a football RPG set in the 90s. You play as a coach, build your skills and abilities, then discover your own story, starting in high school and then moving on to college and pro, if you play your cards right.
So it's a football coaching RPG with aesthetic.
In a 3D world.
Is what he said, which sounds incredible to me. For most of my life, all my life, like I said, I've been a very big sports gamer. Branching out now, but I saw this game and I just think it's valid to, highlight small developers and games that are in my niche that I may enjoy. So here we go. Gridiron Masters 98. We're in here, which is great. Here we go. So, sports sim with aesthetic. Gridiron Masters 98. New game. New world. Wait, what? from year. Oh. You can create a world? Whoa. Okay, so I get it. So it's going to simulate. It's going to simulate from 1950 to 1990 to give me like history. Okay. That's kind of crazy. If start year is later or from year is earlier. Okay, load the default world. Okay, so let's go back here. New world. Okay, so the default is 1950 to 1990, which is great. I'm also gonna come here and we're just gonna turn this down a bit, just in case. I don't want it to be too loud there. Okay, so that's default world. Sure, let's go. Okay, let's do full sim. And so 1915 to 1990, take one, full sim. Take one, full sim. Okay, so it's building history from 1950. Which is crazy. Dude, this is gonna be insane. I already love where this is going, dude. Are we serious right now? Okay, so you can choose start year. You can choose when it's simming from, which is great. Obviously, there's fake teams. What's interesting is that surely at a certain point, someone could mod this and get like, you know, real teams in here. I mean, that was literally Akron's logo, like low key. Like, okay, that's Louisiana Tech. That's the Seahawks. I mean, clearly he's Tempe State, Arizona State. Clearly he's taking inspiration from college teams or from NFL teams. And you can kind of, see which team is which makes sense. That's a very smart thing. I feel like that most people do. When it comes to games. Let's turn on the stream real quick, see the quality of stream, which looks good actually. Stream does not look too bad. I'll take that. All right, so we are almost done building out this, which is kind of crazy that you can build. Okay, so this is. It says like graduate, play, graduate free agency. Okay, but also time the frick out. Time the frick out. He said that you can start in high school as a high school coach and then work your way up to being a pro coach. That's insane. And he made this game? Like what? Bro, what am I doing out here, bro? I'm look at this. Scouting report. Your coach class to you excel at. Customized sports zone segments. Coordinators play a major role in team structure. Don't take their grade at face value. Team managers have management rating that makes them better or worse. Oh gosh, dude, this game seems like it's so deep for some reason. What are we gonna freaking do, bro? This is wild. The Oregon Cyberhawks. I wonder who that could be. The Miami Sharks? The Dolphins, Okay, almost done building the world here. Now it's saving the world. Oh my gosh. Coach creation. Okay. You begin your career with more job offers. You're less likely to be fired and more likely to get job offers. Your CEOs are less likely to resign. I'm definitely a scout. Background's offense for sure. Let's do college. States. Why is it not full screen? It's up on the issue a little bit. Because like you go full screen, but then it kind of cuts off the bottom there. I don't love that. Texas. I guess it has to be 55. That's fine. None hair. I don't really care what I look, honestly. Okay, we're a college coach, and these are our first initial offers here. The Kansas Cardinals. This is the Kansas Jayhawks, obviously. The Ohio Panthers and the NC State. Let's go to the Kansas Cardinals. Let's sign our contract and see what the heck we have to go do now, okay? Schedule at Oklahoma, Cincinnati, Manhattan, Nebraska, at Greenville, Lubbock Tech. Okay. Roster. No room for improvement. No room for improvement. Moderate room for improvement. Running backs suck. I mean, yeah, our team. Oh, what the frick's that? Yeah, so our team's trash. Offensive coordinators, 68, 33. Security, strength receivers, blind spot is growth rate. Interesting. Coach, team history, league. Like, yeah, like, look, here's the SEC, the Baton Rouge State Lions. There we go. Okay, so do we just... Okay, cool. So we lost, obviously. What else do we do in this game? Like, is there... Because, like, I mean, we're just losing. Okay. Wait. Okay. I mean, yeah, let's just send him to, like, Waco, because, I mean... Okay, we're 2-3. We're 7-4. Holy freaking crap. We're 7-4. We finished the season 8-4 and ranked. Holy crap. Okay. We're playing Oklahoma. That's fine. 20-7. I accept that defeat. Miami State in a bowl game. Whoa, we beat Miami State 20-7. 9-win freaking season, bro. And we're freaking ranked. Okay. Here we go, offseason. Okay, here we go. Off-season job offers. We need OC. Blind spots, peak age. You guys have no blind spots. Green zone, security. You're hired. Rehire DC. Hire you. Okay. Graduation. You lost those guys. Okay. Transfers. So these are guys that are just in the market for transferring, I guess. Surely. Oh, well, and there's nothing there. Okay, so can we scout them? Investment. Okay, let's just see. So it's like nobody has. I mean, running back is so bad. Running back and receiver, honestly, are just the worst. So we're going to see what we can do here. Wait. Okay, I like that. I like that feature. Okay. Reset. Here we go. Okay, so big room for improvement, very slow growth, very slow decline. He's stable, peaks late. Okay. Aaron Mayfield. Slow growth, fast decline. Quincy. Already a B. Okay, so we pick. Wait. Yes, Matterfield. We picked him. Ah, okay. And then receiver. Yikes. So how are the AD? Okay, so I mean we have no more like looks though, which is tough. Like we have no more. We're out of assessments, and if they have no stats or history, then which that doesn't make much sense. They would have to have history and stats. Okay, recruiting. Here we go. I see. Okay, receiver here. Brady. Ooh, you go stats. Oh, I like it. I like it. 39 receptions. 37. 33. 36. 31. 875. 746. Okay. Quarterback. 2,000-yard passer. 2,000-yard passer. 2,000-yard passer. 2024-11. 25-10. That was an easy one. 897. What's the AD's problem? Like, okay. All right, we need a D lineman. Linebacker. For, ooh, wow, that's okay. And then we need a DB. Dang, these guys all like this freaking insane stats, bro. Okay. That's done. Training and roster cuts. Which he's improving, which is good. Improving, regressing heavily. Yikes. Stable, regressing heavily. Okay, why are you regressing? Improving, regressing heavily, improving heavily. It's good. Okay. New year for us here. D for him. D for that guy as well. C minus. D. Check this linebacker. C minus. D plus. Yeah, tight. So that's our recruiting class there. Quincy gonna get back Shirley. 2-0. Taking on. Oh my gosh, we're 5-0, bro. Freaking Kansas, dude. 8-1. I mean, this is kind of easy, bro. Dang, 7-3. Which losses? Texas, Colorado here. Dang. 9-3. Bowl against Minnesota. And we get hot in the bowl game. And that is that. Okay, so pretty good game. I mean, I definitely like where he's going with it, certainly. Definitely feels kind of could be repetitive. But I do get where he is going with it. So anyways, that's kind of what we're doing in this video. Just kind of check out, or in this stream, excuse me, just, checking out that game, talking about some other games, and really testing out our first ever stream here on Young Reach. So tomorrow we'll be back to Indiana Jones. We have part 3, I believe, drops this coming week, which is going to be awesome. Man, God loves you. If you're here, subscribe, like the video, all of that stuff. And we'll see you guys